going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign of what's going to happen.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works. Because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that everything is planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, those books are mandatory, so therefore you learn how the world really works. And we know how important that is. Also, those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon, much love. Keep it coming. And then also those who are shopping at both stores, much love to you. Now, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first. We saw Bitcoin go below 48,000. But guys, like I stated last week, this week was going to be volatile. This is going to be a volatile week. We saw one of the CME gaps get closed. This is going to happen. We know this was coming. I said it all month long. So guys, just make sure we understand when it comes to trading, get in, make your money. Right now, we are having a dip. So those who want to buy a dip and just ride it back up and then sell, you can do that also. But definitely, guys, we're going to have this dip period. And then we know that we go back up. Now, what happened last month, as we know, Guggenheim was talking it down, put in $500 million into Grayscale, and that gave us an earlier pump before the 5th. But guys, we know they need Bitcoin on the 5th. We know it rises back up. Also, we know the stock market closes at 8 o'clock. We know then we rise back up again when it comes to that. So guys, just make sure you understand that you have to look at indicators, study volume, tether, USDC, and then also all the moving pieces that are moving around actually crypto, like Grayscale. It's very, very important. But this dump was, about 10%, and then Bitcoin slowly moved up. And right now has flattened. It's around 52,000 as I'm doing this video. Now, don't forget when it came to Ethereum, 25 million in loans and DeFi liquidated because of the Ethereum price fell. And then plus, guys, with Ethereum, the gas prices are out of this world. We saw volume spike in cryptos, but we know volume when it comes to Ethereum is so important because that just raises even more gas fees. Now, guys, don't forget about the Fed, Yellen. All this is so important, guys. Now, we have the Fed. Remember, the facility's closing on 3/31. Also, guys, looking at June and then also towards the rest of the year, we know the Fed is going to start tapering off that balance sheet. Just like I say, they're not going to do what they did in 2020. They can, but they definitely will not. And we know when it comes to that balance sheet, they're going to start tapering off that balance sheet, guys. And it's going to hit the market. But remember, they have the money that they need to build the fourth industrial revolution. That was the point of them printing all this money. It had nothing to do with this current economy because as we can see, they didn't put anything in this current economy. That's why it went up in smoke. So, guys, we know what the actual game plan is. Do not keep your eye off the game plan. It's so important. Fourth industrial revolution. So, guys, if you see an investment, you're reading somewhere, you say, oh, this is going to work in the fourth industrial revolution, invest. I'm not your financial advisor, not financial advice. Please do your own research. But if you can look 3, 5, 10 years down the road and say, hey, this will work, you're definitely going to make money. And guys, don't forget that grayscale lockup period ends in June. Remember, in December, their lockup period ended, but then they halted Bitcoin. We're going to see what they do in June, because that means we'll really take a big hit. And then also, guys, don't forget on the 26th, of course, we have CME Bitcoin futures and Ethereum futures. Very, very important. But we know what? On the 5th, they need Bitcoin as collateral. Now they're going to need Ethereum as collateral. So we know both of those are going to move up on the 5th. Do not forget about that. Sometimes earlier, but we know around that part is going to move back up. Now, let's get over into the actual crypto news. We have Janet Yellen says crypto Bitcoin is highly speculative and basically is insufficient for transactions. Guys, did she say anything that we don't already know? No, she did not. But what did it do? It made headlines. Why? Because she's part of the Treasury, used to be part of the Fed. That's the reason why. They're going to use this in the media, the Hegelian dialectic. She didn't say anything that is not new, but Bitcoin is sitting at 50,000. She didn't say nothing new. So we know that Bitcoin Lightning is working behind the scenes. That's going to allow Bitcoin to do everything that it can't do. And we know the central banks are behind that. So do not forget that. Now we have Tesla, Elon Musk. Bitcoin made more money for Tesla in a month than them selling cars. And remember, I went over this several times. Guys, if it's that simple where you can invest in Bitcoin, and then the fact is you don't have to worry about reinvesting back in your company, that $1.5 billion that he took to reinvest it, to grow it, everybody would do that. But what they're not talking about is that Bitcoin normally has an 80% correction after that big run. And again, guys, everybody knows that. So we definitely know cryptos are definitely going to have a correction. We know when the liquidity starts to shrink, and we know it will, cryptos are going to take the biggest hit. Why? Because we're still in a speculative stage. We're not in those big real use cases. We're starting to see real use cases, but it's not those big real use cases there. We do have some institutional money coming in, but it's nowhere near the hundreds and hundreds of trillions of dollars that's in the legacy market. Now, is that going to change? Yes, we know, because we know this legacy market is going to be put on blockchain and tokenized. We know this. Now, we have the Swiss crypto ETP, which is ran by 21 shares, passes 1 billion in assets under management in 2 weeks. We also had the Swedish regulator warns of consumers over crypto investment in an ETP. So, guys, we definitely know anytime that we're dealing with cryptos is definitely speculative, but there's a lot of money to be made, especially when it comes to the ETPs, these ETFs. A lot of money is coming in. But, of course, we know the actual risks. Also, we have the India securities regulator to reportedly bar IPO promoters from holding crypto. So, guys, we see, just like I said, the Hegelian dialectic. Everybody's for cryptos and Bitcoin, and then all of a sudden you'll see in certain countries they're against Bitcoin, but behind the curtain, they're working just as fast as everybody else. But the Hegelian dialectic has to be in the news. Now we have South Korea crypto taxation policy goes into effect 2022, which is actually good, guys. They tax 20%, but anything that they made before that is not taxed. So actually that is wonderful. It's exempt. And we have Rev Motorsports ecosystem shifts to Polygon due to Ethereum gas fees. And we also see Binance actually halt transactions for Ethereum due to the congestion and the actual gas fees. So we definitely need a solution. We definitely need Ethereum to scale. But we also seeing this giving other protocols an opportunity. Now, I'm not a Binance Smart Chain fan. I'm not a Binance fan because it's all centralized. But definitely Binance is going to benefit off Ethereum gas fees, as we can see. And lastly, guys, we have Ant back my bank to help China expand the digital yuan. And guys, we know it's coming. And then also, WeBank is also supposed to be helping out. But guys, we know they are going to launch this year. Oh, it's coming. And just like I stated, guys, they are 10 years ahead of us. The rise of the dragon and the end to America the Babylon. We know they already have all this social credit. These surveillance, cameras everywhere, biometrics. It's already there, guys. So the fact is that what are we doing? We're moving behind them. And we slowly see it. But the C word was to give them the opportunity to test it. How will people react? And that's the reason why I constantly play that video at the beginning. All this is a test to get you ready for us to resemble China. We are 10 years behind. Look at the movies that are being played on all these actual Netflix, Hulu. There's a movie or a series, I haven't watched it, but I saw the actual preview on the internet where the Asian girl falls in love with a hologram, guys. Remember, TV is reality. Your life is an illusion. But that's all I have for you guys. Don't forget about the books, Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Also, if you're new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, don't forget the book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys, don't forget about the stock channel, Cryptoteacher stock channel. Remember, stocks are not going anywhere. They're going to be tokenized and put on blockchain. Don't forget that. You have your Cobalt, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming, while everybody's sitting at home. You got the at-home stocks, the C-word, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home getting free money and waiting on that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and y'all have a wonderful day.